troll this whole time. Every time someone asks me in chat, like, yo, have you seen the Shanks documentary? I thought they were referring to the G2 announcement. I'm like, that's not a documentary. But this is actually a real thing. So... Oh my God.
From a college dropout into climbing his way to the Valorant pro scene, only to fall short and retire and become the youngest washed player in history. This is the story of Ryan Shanks Ngo, the Dolphin Reaper. Shanks grew up in Canada and was raised playing games with his brother Kevin, also known as Boys. He later dropped out of college because he was constantly getting bullied for his autistic nature and his disability to produce the sound of letter S.
Radiant love you.
What the fuck?
After dropping out, Shanks put everything in Valorant. In the early stage of Valorant, where most of the tournaments are online, Shanks found success in his early mid-ass career with his makeshift team like Jack Gamers and Team Underrated. With his success and a little help from his buddy Jimmy, also known as Marv, another wash player.
I was telling them, yo, you guys can get Shanks. You guys can get Shanks, right? I'm like, yo, trust me, get Shanks. And then they're like,
why is Jimmy catching strays?
Call Shanks for us. I call Ryan. This guy's mid ball up, I think. I'm pretty sure he was mid ball up. He's mid ball up. I'm like, fam, when are you gonna be home? He's like, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm chilling right now. He's like, I'm chilling right now. I'm like, chill, bro. Come home right now. He's like, why? I'm like, fam, you wanna play a match? Ring for IMT right now. Come back. Or play against T1. He's like, I bet. He's like, I'm coming home right now. 10 minutes. Man zoomed home. He zoomed home. Hops on top frags. That boy different.
He will soon find himself playing with an actual org like Dignitas and Immortals. He would help Immortals secure the qualifiers and made a solid performance in Dignitas, alongside with his brother Boys. He ended up not winning anything, but he already proven that he was a good player and that he can compete in the highest tier of Valorant, which helps him secure his next team.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
After his solid performance, Energy would pick up Shanks as their starting duelist, where he would end up working alongside his good friend, Som. But even with top-tier players in the team, they still ended up failing to find any success. In fact, the only tournaments they ended up winning was the monthly Nerd Street Gamers, which was considered a Mickey Mouse tournament in the early days of Valorant. After this, Energy would ended up not winning anything for a while. In fact, they would miss every single LAN until franchising. Perhaps this was the foreshadowing of Shanks' curse and how he would ruin every team that he joined. After a failure season, Energy decided to drop Shanks, but after a couple of days, the Reaper would find his next victim. That's right, in March 2021, Team Rise would pick up Shanks as their starting duelist.
The next victim.
They started rough, but after a couple of tournaments, they started winning. They got first place in NSG Summer Championship.
Another Nerd
and
Street
monthly gauntlet, which they won back-to-back.
The Valorant Spring Fling.
You could argue that these tournaments that they won were the bottom tier of the tournaments. The team that participated in these tournaments were pretty much nobody. Honestly, the only notable team in the tournament were Cloud9 White, which was the women team for Cloud9 at that time. The next biggest tournament that they played were the North American Stage 3 and NA Last Chance qualifiers, which they bombed out at the playoffs, placing 5th place and losing the Last Chance qualifiers to Cloud9, where they got 0-3 against SEPA. The loss to...
Why did he not just say C9? What?
Cloud9 ended their road to championship and the end of their 2021 run. But going to 2022 VCT NA Challenger, Rise kept their original lineup, hoping that the team would improve and learn from their defeat. But unfortunately, that hope is not strong enough to fight off the curse. So there are 2 qualifiers for challengers, and you need to place in the top 4 to qualify. The first qualifier, Rise falls short the top 4 and got defeated by his old team.
Okay, what is with this Mr. Robot ass music in this background, bro? It's actually annoying the fuck out of me.
Friend Energy. Fortunately for them, they did top 4 in the second qualifier, but they barely won a 2-1
This
series
doesn't fit.
against Built by Gamers in the lower bracket. It would seem that this win was the last fire that was in Rise, as going to the NA Challenger would prove that the curse was too strong for them to handle, because they bam out of the group stage, scoring 1-4, the lowest score in their group. The end of NA Challenger was also...
Wait, bro. He didn't bring up the optic W they had? That's the only achievement Ryan has. How are you not going to bring that up? That is foul. Wait, really, bro? At least give him that, bro.
The end of NA Challenger was also the end of Rise. The org stayed for a while, but they never played a tournament ever again, and shortly after, they disbanded at April of 2022. Perhaps they couldn't handle the curse for another season. The exit of Rise also means the end of Shanks' career. He retired and focused his energy on the streaming path. Shortly after, he joins FaZe as a content creator. You know, looking back at it, Shanks had a pretty big impact in the Valorant world.
Okay, chat. So this voice sounds like someone, but I don't know if I could say who it sounds like, because I'm not trying to be mean, but it literally sounds exactly like someone. No, it's not Sam. It's not Sam. It doesn't sound like Sam at all, or Oxy.
Because not only that Rise was gone, his past org, Dignitas and Immortals were also gone, and Energy was having a bad season for the entire year. Perhaps Shanks' retirement was the best choice for everyone.
Chat. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but start listening to the voice right now. To me, that voice sounds literally like Spicy you. No, just listen. Just listen to it. Okay? Just listen. Now that I've said that, listen. Okay?
After his retirement, Shanks has been a full-time streamer ever since. He stayed consistently as one of the top streamers in the Valorant category. His stream grows thanks to his funny personality, and he also collaborated daily with his fellow Valorant star, such as Sabrosa, FNS, and Projular. Everything is going great. Shanks' stream is growing.
Really, bro? Really, dude?
Everything is going great. Shanks' stream is growing, the Valorant scene is growing. Teams don't have to fear the curse anymore. Or so we thought. Shanks has been to FaZe, EG, Energy for the second time, and G2 after his retirement. And each time Shanks would join this team would just start falling off for no reason at all.
Were you on drugs?
So,
no, I just played the game 14 hours a day and refused to eat any food.
Let's go through the list, shall we? First, we have FaZe, who almost went bankrupt in 2023. And next one is EG. They were the 2023 World Champions.
You look
and a runner-up
malnourished.
in
Yeah,
Master.
no fucking shit. Do you hear what I just said? I played the game 14 hours a day and didn't eat any food.
Tokyo. They went from being the best team in NA, or the best team in the world, from the bottom tier. Okay, they became the NA VCT laughingstock. And then we have Energy. I don't think Energy learned anything. They have suffered so many tournaments from the curse, but after it, they started finding success again. And guess what do? They re-signed Shanks. And guess what? They are back to losing again. Yup. And finally, we have G2, arguably one of the best, if not the best team right now in NA. Shanks joined them for one day, and what happened? They immediately bombed out of the EWC. They went from being the best to dead last. There's probably no such thing as a curse, right? You know, maybe it's all just a coincidence that every team Shanks joins somehow ended up getting the short end of the stick at just the wrong time. But if you look at it statistically, Shanks isn't just unlucky. He is an anomaly, and a pretty damn entertaining one at that.
Holy fuck, bro.